going on, everybody? I am back here at my top secret Bugout location because for the next 3 days I'm back out here, and yeah, I got addicted. So I got my kit. Let's go set up camp. My handy dandy Bugout roll. I love this thing. It's my gear organizer. So many people were telling me that it's too much weight, too much this, too much that. And in some aspects I completely agree with them. So I completely redesigned my kit based off the stuff that I actually kept and brought with me on my 30-day survival challenge. And this thing dropped even more weight. I actually think this whole thing, all in all, with all the gear in it, only weighs like 12 pounds now, which is much, much lighter versus the 19 that I came out with. So I was able to shave 7 pounds just off of this. So I completely goofed up. I actually found out I need this tree for my shelter, so I have to move my Bugout roll to another location. Whoops. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Ugh. There we go. New home. So you guys who don't follow me on social media regularly, like on Instagram and Facebook, you're probably wondering, like, Chris, what the heck is this thing? What is this? I'm like, this is my castle in the sky. This is the Treble Hammock. I actually just got this recently. It's kind of awesome. The whole system only weighs about 6 pounds, which for some people, if they want to go ultralight, this is definitely not for you. But since I'm going to be setting up a base camp for 3 or 4 days, this is going to work really, really well. But it allows me to hammock camp without feeling all claustrophobic and cramped, but it solves a lot of my problems, not having to stick any of my gear on the ground. There's a gear pouch back here. I'm gonna finish setting this thing up and I'll give you a little tour. I love this thing. So, with it being wintertime, it's gonna get kind of cold. So I'm gonna be using my Outdoor Vitals underquilt. And even though it's not a traditional hammock, the reason I love the Treble Hammock is the designer pretty much thought of everything. He's actually out of Utah and loves to go camping up in the mountains all the time. But traditionally speaking, you don't have to have a special bottom quilt. I'm going to be using my Outdoor Vitals 0 degree just to make sure I'm nice and cozy. But there's straps under here to give you kind of like a 0 degree feel, and I'll do some overlay shots so you guys can see that. And with this being my main blanket, it's gonna be kind of nice. Got a little foot spot so I can keep my feet warm, even though I am wearing wool socks. Should be pretty good. But like, this thing has like cup holders and pockets on both sides, and this pocket back here is a huge bed of storage, which I'm going to show you. But it's going to allow me that even if I run into rain anytime for the 3 days while I'm out here, I'm going to be protected. I already have the actual tarp that's going to go over everything pre-connected, and we have a spot that could fit 3 or 4 of my backpacks in here. I mean, this is the castle, your Fort de la Awesome, your Cadillac Escalade of hammocks. This is the coolest thing. And the funny thing is, comparatively to the price of my War Bonnet hammock, which is my ultralight hammock that I use for my 30-day survival challenge, it's about the same price, which is freaking awesome. So for all intents and purposes, this is done. You're pretty much getting a castle. Now it does come with a bug net, but with it being wintertime, bugs, flies, all that stuff is not really going to be a problem. If at some point the weather warms up and I end up needing it, it doesn't take very much. It's actually held on with straps and magnets. So it's actually pretty darn tough and pretty easy to put together. But all in all, with all this said, just stuff everything in my sack. Before we take care of all the things we need to while we're out here for the rest of the day, luckily for me, it's only like 8 o'clock. Got here early start. So this is the back storage compartment. As you can see, it's completely exposed right now, but it covers the entire length of the Treble hammock. You basically get a 2 foot deep by 2 or 3 foot wide by 10 foot long pocket to store all your stuff. That's awesome, especially if you decide to use this in what is called 2-person mode. I kind of overlap a little section of that from their actual promo video, because I'm not going to be using that in this situation. But you have plenty of gear storage, so it doesn't matter if you're going to be here for 3 days, 5 days, 10, 14, 30, or longer. You can hold all your junk. Well, I guess I can at least show you how to get in and out, which is really easy. Tuck and roll. Oh yeah, don't overthink it. Oh yeah. This thing is amazing. It like just puts you in the whole 0G thing, man. It's awesome. And there is a sleeper mode. This is technically a recliner mode, so if you want to lay in all the way back but still have your legs propped up, you can do that. I might do that, but this is kind of like sunshade mode. This is so if it starts raining, all my gear, all my stuff's still protected, but I can still see the beautiful woods in the outdoors. I can take a look at the fire if it goes down. It's pretty nice. It's gonna make me not want to do anything today. It's gonna make me want to be lazy, but we have a lot of things to do. We gotta go get water from the creek, gotta go start a fire. I got a lot of stuff to do, so no time to waste. These gloves are freaking amazing. These are Wells Lamont gloves. Cheap, like $12 gloves I got at Amazon, but they lasted me 30 days, man. So, because they're still in really, really good shape, definitely had to give them another trip. Alright, to get things started for the morning, should be pretty good, but first points of priority: fire, shelter, now water. Time to put my gloves away. So for those of you who are just joining me, this is my Hydro Blue Go Flow 10-liter water gravity bag. Also has a filter attached to it. It's using the VersaFlow, has 0.1 microns. Filters out 100,000 gallons, very similar to the Sawyer. It's just, I like the strength and durability of this bag. It literally lasted 30 days in the woods every single day. Never quit on me, never gave me no fuss. So basically taking some of the same gear out again. Oh my goodness, it's so hot. Ugh. Carhartt was good for the morning, but now the sun's out. It's Texas, so they don't care. Woo! Let's get on with the day. Oh, it's nice to have this table back. Oh, speaking of tables, I actually have another table I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. If you follow me on social media like Instagram, Facebook, you will have seen it. It's the Treble Hang table. Oh, it's legit. We will be doing a field review of that while we're out here in the middle of 30 days. But I didn't bring any calories with me for this 3-day adventure. Some might advise against that, but when I come out here, I really want to push myself and test myself as much as I can. But what I did bring is my teapot, and I did bring some tea. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do like tea. So I've got some green tea and I have black tea. So it won't, since I'm on the ketogenic diet, it won't create a response to my digestive system or anything to throw me out of ketosis or anything. So for the next 3 days, I could end up drinking only water or tea. But that's why I brought that. It's to kind of break things up, give me something warm to drink every single night, and it'd be a really good way to field test this bad boy, specifically for tea. I've got my pots and pans over there in case we do catch anything like a catfish, raccoon, possum, whatever. But we're gonna go ahead and get the line set and traps going. Let's do it. So I've got my Hidden Woodsman haversack. It's got all my power bait, treble hooks, all that good stuff. Heading down to the creek. Gonna go set some lines because I would love some catfish while I'm here. Well, it's definitely rained since I was last here. Might have to go and bring the shovel and carve this place out a little bit better, but for now, it should work. I've got some Gorilla Tough 80-pound test line with some treble hooks and then power bait for the throw lines. Alright guys, so got the power bait on there inside the treble hook with some 80-pound test line. Gonna connect it to some branches. I'd bring y'all closer, but it's a little precarious down here at the moment. As I said, precarious. Oh, that was almost more fun than I want to have. There we go. Got the catfish lines all set up. Should be good. fingers crossed. I want to catfish while I'm out here, but we have the Have a Hard traps. It's my bug out location. Not gonna let myself sell short. I'm definitely gonna come back down here and do the shovel though. I'm gonna carve out some better steps because I almost fell in first day. I don't want to do that because I've got this bad boy and I want to get some water while I'm down here, because if I do any active fishing for any length of time, I've got the Aquamira Frontier Redline Virus filter this time around. Give that a whirl. Nice little field test, real world, for 3 days while I'm out here, but gotta go ahead and make it back up the hill. So, speaking of tables, like I was talking about earlier, bam! We've got the Treble hang table. This thing is freaking phenomenal. It will be about 4 feet wide, triangle shaped, holds 300 pounds, super huge pouches, storage compartments, freaking awesome. Whether you want to have a family get together, you just want a place to put stuff and have a workstation for a computer, or you want to have fajitas with your family at the national park, you're good to go. So let's go ahead and set this bad boy up. So this is the Treble Table. This thing is freaking amazing. It will support up to 300 pounds. There's a huge pocket inside here that can hold a boatload of stuff. You could put all your gear inside if you had like the Treble Table and like a normal tent or a hammock. And there's all these massive pockets everywhere. You can stick in huge like 2-liter bottles of water, plates, utensils, just gear, laptop equipment if you want to, card games if you have waterproof books and cards and things like that. But this thing's amazing, the fact that it holds 300 freaking pounds. And this would actually be just a smidge more secure, but the branch I'm on, this tree gives a little bit. But this thing right now is actually on Kickstarter. It's super, super awesome. I think this is only like 85 bucks. That holds 300 pounds. All the storage compartments, I mean, you guys can see this. This is freaking insane. This, you guys can see it in action. But if you want a chance to check out the Kickstarter link, I'm not affiliated with them directly. They did just send it to me for free. It's down in the video description. But yeah, this thing is super legit. I'm super excited to be able to use this more and more often while I'm outside. All right, so have my bait. I'm gonna go grab the traps, get everything set, see if we can catch us a possum or raccoon. Can't leave without the bait stick. So, bait stick. go ahead and stick this to the back of the trap. I don't want to lose this. Put that on the trigger plate. Set the trap. All good to go. What's up, guys? So, got my Aquamira Frontier Redline Virus filter water bottle. It's really easy to fill. You can filter up to 120 gallons, but I like the virus protection. That means no matter where in the country or the world I'm at, I'm good to go. But I like it. I can fill it up to 20 liters with the flowing water. That's it. So this has a little bit more capacity than a lot of other bottles that I've been using. Especially the Grail. Nothing's wrong with the Grail. It's just I want a little bit more capacity personally. But see, I just wanted you to know I was taking it. Oh, that creek water is good. I needed that. All the traps are set. Got my water and my bag. Now I'm gonna go back to camp, but I still have like 3 hours before sundown, and that's when I'm gonna actually do some, like, maybe some nighttime catfishing. I'll check the traps and everything, but I want to stay away from the area so it gives the creatures time to sniff all that stuff out without human interference. So I think I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna time lapse for you so you don't have to see the whole thing, but probably gonna crash in my freaking Treble Hammock. Whew. As promised, I'm back. Time to take a nap for a minute. Tactical roll! Oh, I love this thing. It's so much fun. Whew. Well, set up camp, got firewood, got all my water, set out lines, set out traps, did the stuff. Realistically, for day one, I'm gonna play the waiting game, take a nap for a couple hours, but I'll get the fire going, put on some tea here in a little bit, but I think I'm gonna enjoy a little snuggle time. Oh, all right, I'm up. Fine. Well, my alarm woke me up, but that's a good thing, because I need to go down to the creek, check the lines, maybe some catfish, but I need to dig out the fishing area so it's a little less precarious. precarious as always. I'm not holding out too much hope for this line. Catfish seem to be kind of sparse in this area. Yeah, bait's still on it too. And it's caught on a tree. Dang these treble hooks. There we go. And I just lost the bait and I got a hook on my neck. Fun. It wasn't too bad. Well, definitely got to rebait that now. So go ahead and do that. But first, before any accidents happen, I'm going to go ahead and fix this area. Platform's almost done, but I was thinking about if I'm fishing and I'm hanging out down here tomorrow or the next day trying to get myself catfish or anything else that might be in here, I want a place to sit down. I already got a spot for my gear, so I need a place for my butt. That should be it. Let's give my new fishing spot a seat down. Ooh. Yeah. That's nice. Alright, so I need to go and get this line rebaited. It's starting to get dark. I don't have a lot of time, so let's get to it. First power bait. Hopefully, if I can catch something with this, I can actually start using the catfish gills to get something to hopefully get them more consistently. And it's got on a root, really. There we go. Catch me some fish, and it got stuck somewhere. Okay, let me try that again. Take two. 1, 2, 3. Catch me some fish. That's not too bad. What I wouldn't give for a meal right now, but lines are rebaited. Traps are set. I think I want some tea. So, time to get that fire going. Kindling. Now this, for anybody who doesn't know, this is the Ultimate Fire Tender by Production Anger 51. It's the processed remnants of fat rope stick. I love this stuff because it just gets stuff done quick, fast, and in a hurry. Just like this. There we go. Bam. First fire of the trip. Yeah. The good thing about Texas is all the wood's dry. Whew, the thing is hot already. No food tonight though. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'll check traps later tonight, but it might be best because it's the first night to let them sit there until morning. But I don't know if I want green tea or black tea, but black tea's got too much caffeine for the nighttime, I think. It's all good, no big deal. Let the coals get all nice and hot, yeah. And we'll put my new tea kettle on. Never thought, I bet you never thought I was gonna say tea kettle on this channel, did you? Alrighty. Woo! Maiden voyage of my Uberleben tea kettle. Super excited to be messing with this thing. See, Zach had coffee during the 30-day survival challenge, and I only had water, so. It'll be a nice change of pace. I'll be happy to have something flavored, caffeinated, wake me up, perk me up, antioxidants, all that good stuff. Give me that little bit of extra while I'm out here. Alright, that should be more than enough. Ooh, let's go. Sun's going down. Gotta put my trusty headlamp on. Whew. Good to go. Alrighty, let's check and see if it's boiling yet. Yeah, it's getting there. Give it a little bit more. Should be good to go. Ooh, that's nice. Paracord got hot apparently. First cup of tea. Doing some green tea. It says Bigelow. I don't know. We'll go for a strong batch. It's not a very big cup though, but it's all good. Alright, see if I can't preemptively strike and turn some of that into tea while I'm waiting. Oh, so good. What I wouldn't give for just like a little bit of honey in there, but for the fact there's no calories, can't exactly do that. Well, day one's not bad. I haven't caught anything, but I didn't expect to actually for the first day. It would have been some crazy miracle if I would have. Catfish was probably the only thing I was holding out for. But I've got tea, extremely comfortable bed, nice warm fire. Traps are set, man. The real work, like the real hardcore work, begins tomorrow. Goodness, this is good. I can feel the chill from the sun going down, coming on. It's pretty intense actually. Cause I'm used to the sun beating down on me all day. But I think I got a lot of work done. I went down by the creek, made a ledge. I fixed some of the stairs off camera, rebaited the hooks, got the traps baited, got everything taken care of at camp. Not bad. It took all day though. Like just to do this took all day. It's crazy. Oh man. I don't know. Just to make sure I get the most out of it. It's only like 6:15 right now, but I might call it early around 7 o'clock. Just end the day early so I can go ahead and get a even earlier start. I might even try to wake up before the sun rises. And for any of you guys who've been watching my 30-day survival challenge, you know that'd be a feat. So, yeah. Yes, man. This thing is so freaking huge. It has like the space of like a tent. Like look how big this thing is. It's like humongous. I can't even reach and touch the top. It's like absolutely freaking bonkers. Got my bottom coat and I'm gonna lay down. It's early though, but I don't have any food, so I'm gonna let my body kind of rest and not overexert myself with 0 calories going into it. I didn't even have breakfast this morning, so I got a really early start. But I might relax, kind of hop on my phone, read an audiobook or something, kind of just zone out, man. But day 1 of my 72 hours, my 3 days are out here, so fingers crossed, send up the good vibes that I'll have something in my traps or on the lines in the morning. Oh, I love this book.
Chapter 1. It was an odd-looking vine.
Yeah, it was.
Dusky, variegated leaves hunkered against a stem that wound in a stranglehold.
Alright, everybody. It's the morning of the second day. All in all, I slept pretty dang good though. This thing is comfortable, man. My underquilt and my whoopee are like freaking excellent. Like, I guess you guys can be able to get a daytime shot at what it looks like to be in here. So there is where the water bottle and my battery pack is at for my phone. You still get a pretty good view outside, so you can kind of see what's going on. But everything overhangs really, really well. But yeah, all in all, for like manufacturer sleeping, probably the most comfortable arrangement I've ever been in. It's kind of awesome, man. But got a lot to do. I'm pretty sure I slept in. So we need to go and get traps checked and everything and get things rolling for the day. Well, it's definitely overcast and cloudy. A little bit of sprinkles, not too bad yet. Best part of waking up is water in my Cusca. Doesn't exactly rhyme though, does it? I'm hungry. I guess the logical thing to do is to go check lines and traps, huh? I will say this though, despite the fact that more than likely my audiobook reading shenanigans will probably seem very annoying, I did enjoy reading the book. Not sponsored by Audible or nothing, it's just, I like audiobooks. Lets me kind of drift away to sleep pretty easily. Hammock's been doing, this Treble Hammock's been doing wonderful. It's freaking amazing. There we go, getting some sunlight coming through. So, this water tastes pretty good. Tastes watery. Alright. It's time to go get stuff done. I think the cliff is the hardest thing to get through, so we're gonna go check catfish line and see what's up. So, on the trail, and you will see trails being marked just like this. It's because back when we were on a 30-day survival challenge, we discovered the fishing spot, and until we get this trail cleared out and it looks good, we're going to keep the trail marked until it's a more defined trail. It's clean, but it's not as good as it could be. Precarious. Precarious. Swear, Zach must have thought I was a billy goat or something. Whew. Woo! Precarious. It's gonna be the word of the series, is precarious. Something is moving around. What is that? Looks like foliage. Yeah. My first catch of the trip. Big old stick. That's been basically the bane of my existence since I've been here. Smells like creek water. Kids, don't try this at home. Probably gonna add a bunch more lines later today. I see some roots and some places where I can stick stuff. And with the weather being a little warmer today, it feels much better than it did yesterday. Might have a chance at actually catching something. There's worse ways to do it. Alright, time to check the traps. Yeah, these clouds are crazy. Time to go, no time to waste, no time to waste, no time to waste. That hill is a beast. It's like 2 or 3 flights of stairs, but precarious. You guys are gonna hate hearing that from me, but whew. Well, guess the only thing to do is dodge the rain and check the raccoon traps and stuff. Back at camp, I think I'm gonna get myself some more water. Whew. This rain is nuts. El agua, el agua. What the hell's a workout? Time to get back to work. Safety first, kids. Safety first. I need to refill up my water bottle at the creek while I'm down there too. It's gonna be a big H2O episode if I don't catch nothing. Well, check the first trap. Ain't nothing going on over there. Win some, you lose some, you know? Ooh, this looks promising. Bunch of ruffled up dirt. And there we go. Oh, yeah. We got a big old creature in there. It's a big old raccoon. You know, if I keep catching raccoons in these traps, I'm going to be considered like the Raccoon Slayer 3000. I'm going to be able to build an entire tuxedo just off a raccoon fur. But let's go ahead and get this creature taken care of and dressed up. And before I do that though, I'm going to go by the creek and use my aqua mirror bottle and get some more water for on the go, because it's kind of warm today. Time to get the raccoon all dressed up. My skinning knife of choice today is going to be the Outdoor Edge Trailblaze. It's like a $30 to $50 knife. I know a lot of hunters use this when they're skinning out deer, elk, things like that. So I want to see how the exchange blades actually work in this situation. Given the fact it's only a raccoon, we should be able to handle the job in about one blade. Well, I'm sure you can surmise that this is blurred out. And due to YouTube policies, we're not going to show the processing of any animal creatures, even if they are fur-bearing nuisances, doesn't matter. Trying to keep this as family friendly and monetized as possible, because we want as many eyes on this as possible so they can learn something about what it takes to be out here alone to kind of make it in various situations. Doesn't matter if you want to go minimalist, bushcraft, or bring a bunch of gear like I did. It's all about education, and if we show this type of graphic video, it'll get demonetized, age restricted, or taken down. That's just something we're not going to let happen. So if you want to see the processing of the creature, you've got to go check out another channel. But if you want to learn about different aspects of survival and for me to share what I learn with you guys as I learn it, this is the place for you. Raccoons all processed up. Now we're going to go ahead and get it on the smoke, get the fire going. We'll be able to enjoy some dinner tonight, and finally, after 2 whole days, be able to get food in my belly. Because right now, even though you can't tell the time, it's a little bit after 1:30, so it's been a good day and a half since I've had a meal. Alright, so to flavor my stew that we're going to be making, I want to show you this. This is new. This is actually red-eyed hog original seasoning, and to make Zach happy, there's no sugars in it whatsoever, because they were giving me so much crap about the chupacabra seasoning. But they sent me this for free, and they also sent me some beef fat, which we'll talk about here later. But we're gonna check this out and see if it turns my raccoon stew into a hero. All right, so just building a little fire teepee, get things moving nice and fast. Using my ultimate fire tinder again. Does not take much at all. Stuff is awesome. Woo! Works like a charm. Got raccoon on the smoke while I'm waiting to get a nice big bed of coals. We're gonna fill up the pot and get everything squared away, but right now, today's been a good day. Feels good to be able to actually have a meal now. Even though right now it's almost 3 o'clock. Time's just a ticking. Alrighty, well, coals are looking really, really good. Excited. It's time to get the raccoon on the pot. Get down in there. Use the red-eyed dog seasoning. Ooh, that looks good. Get some of that water. Get a nice rich broth. Now, we're just gonna put that on the coals and let it sit there for a whole minute. Well, The raccoon is on the pot. I think I have earned myself a cup of tea. Whew. Got my tea kettle going. Got my tea. This is about to be nice. Whew. I think that's done. Actually, let me see if I can take the rest of my water. I got big tea bags. Oh, there we go. Definitely gonna do that. Alright, so this is my black tea. My super bold, awesome stuff. It's so warm and good. Love it. I needed this. Took a while though. I mean, making tea back home, I can make tea, what, 3 minutes maybe? 3 minutes? Here? It's like a whole thing. It's like solving a Rubik's Cube, even though I know the frickin' answer. It takes forever. But it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. Gotta let the raccoon simmer for a little while, let it cook down. We don't want to cook it too fast. It'll probably be dark before I eat it, but obviously since it's my first meal, we're gonna share it with you guys. You guys get to come in there with me, so I can eat my first meal of the trip. Super excited that the very first meal was something substantial. Instead of, like, I mean, I would have taken a rabbit or a squirrel or whatever I could get my hands on. I got my blowgun with me. But the fact that the traps and the lines and everything I set in the total the very next day, it panned out, which is really nice. So, I think I'm going to finish my tea, and we're going to go check on the raccoon. Well, it's about to be dark. Can't forget my headlamp. It's almost 5 o'clock. Sun goes down at like 5:30 out here, so wanted to make sure this was already on. Cool, still working. Well, I've got my Aquamira bottle, but I do know that it's supposed to rain at some point, and on the off chance that I get rained out, I want to make sure I've got plenty of water if I'm stuck in my treble hammock for any length of time or longer than like half the day, on the off chance it just rains all day. Typically it doesn't happen in Texas, but it can. So I want to be a good little prepper and make sure that I've got all my bases covered. So I did bring my canteen, fill this up with some water. So I've got 20 ounces in that bottle, and I get 1.1 liters in here. That will take care of me in a more sedentary position. I'm gonna eat really, really, really big tonight, very heavy with the raccoon once it's finished, now that it's dark. And it's been cooking for about 3 or 4 hours now. So just trying to plan ahead just in case. The raccoon's been cooking for several hours. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That rich broth looks so good. Use my camping pot handle. Whew. Oh yeah. Time to eat. Oh my gosh. Oh. Like, I can't tell you how good this is. Like, this smells. It's all the fat and the broth and the seasoning and just the rich meat. It's just so good, guys. It's so good. Oh, come here. Let's take another look at this. I mean, look at that. That looks like freaking chicken or pork. That looks so good. Just all fatty and savory and fully cooked and ready to eat. Oh man. I mean, oh, look at that, guys. It's just falling apart. Cooking it slow and low. That is the way of the samurai. Slow and low. Oh my goodness. This meat is so tender. Oh. It smells so good. Look at that. Just pulling apart with a spork. That's ridiculous. All these rendered fats, all this soup we're going to be getting. Oh man. I feel super blessed for this to be my meal. Super blessed. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to live off the land and nourish my body with this beautiful meal. It means so much. Oh man. I don't even know what to pick from. It looks so good. Oh, everything is just falling apart. Maybe get some of that soup broth in here. Get that pour going on. Oh, look at that rich, oily broth. Ooh. Oh man. I can call myself blessed. Ooh. I'm gonna put the lid back on this and get this back on the fire ASAP. Woo. Time to dig in. How was the broth? Yeah! That red-eyed hog. Oh my goodness. That was a ticket. All these rich fats and oils with the seasoning. This is a ticket, man. Maybe because I haven't eaten a day and a half, I'm extra hungry, I guess, but this is single-handedly the best raccoon I've ever had. So good. So I checked my watch over the past like 6 hours or so. The barometric pressure has been dropping, which gives me an inclination we're gonna have some bad weather come in, some rain. Obviously I'll keep you guys posted, you'll know. I'm just hoping I don't get rained out all day where I get stuck in my treble hammock. I'd like to get some stuff done. It'd be nice, but if I get rained out, it is what it is. It's part of life. Part of the adventure. Whew, that was a hot pot. Oh my god.
But, you know, not too bad. I'm gonna sit here and finish this. And I'm gonna get some really big heavy coals. Try to keep this thing on the fire so I can have some, hopefully, breakfast in the morning. But yeah, after this, I think I've deserved and earned a good night's sleep. Another good night's sleep, because last night was phenomenal. So good.
Ugh. Time for bed. Oh, yes. This thing is so comfortable. I can't even describe it to you. So, this is my little palace. Kind of give you guys a little tour of what I got going on since it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I went ahead and put a bunch of the gear back here. I've got my titanium heavy cover water bottle in here. My headlamp is going to go in that pocket. Got my other water bottle. And I got my battery bank so I can call for help when I'm bleeding and dying. Other than that, let the rain come, baby. I got a full stomach, plenty of water. This is basically the lazy boy recliner of freaking hammocks. Oh, I'm so thankful that I've got food on the fire. I've got the fire going right now, so we'll make sure I have a big, huge hotbed of coals to let that thing simmer overnight. It'll be nice and good. It's been a good day, guys. Day 3's coming. I'm ready for bed. Got a full day tomorrow. I'm not quitting until the sun goes down tomorrow. I figured for the 3 days, let's make it a real 3 days. So I came in at like sunrise, day 1, then I'm gonna come in on sunset, or leave sunset around that time for day 3. So it'll be a nice full day. Oh man. There's something about being out here. So much more peaceful, it's quiet, less problems of the world, just less noisy, less, you know, less crap. I got the bug. I got the outdoor bushcrafty camping adventure addiction, but oh, it's definitely been raining. So we kind of caught a little bit of a break in the weather. It looks like it's gonna be raining all day. It's not heavy rain, it's just that, you know, like miserable, just blech rain. That's all it is. All right, let's see how this guy's doing. Oh yeah, so it definitely cooked down quite a bit. We need to add some water and get a fire going. So my choices for kindling are pretty bad today. So I'm actually going to be utilizing the waxwood stick to help me increase my overall effectiveness with my little teepee formation for the fire. And that's just because it always gives me dry kindling that's 100% impervious to the elements, even when I break it up. Now, if you have fat wood or birch bark available, go ahead and use it, but I have neither in my area, and I need dry stuff. So this should give me a pretty good starter teepee. Oh yeah. There we go. Stuff should burn decent. Won't be excellent. All this wood that's out here is all dead and wet. Some of it's rotten. Not excellent firewood, but right now we've got a flame. And that flame can dry this stuff out. Don't worry about it. Get your fire started. That's why I always have a backup plan, something like the waxwood stick or the ultimate fire tinder. Because as that fire gets hotter and the flame's more substantial, it'll be able to dry out bigger and bigger pieces, and you're gonna have a fire no matter the weather. So don't worry about wasting time trying to split all the wood and get all crazy. The kindling, like fat waxwood stick, takes just like 20 seconds, not a big deal. But don't waste your time and hours and hours and hours and loads of energy doing this. Just grab wood, put it on the fire. Alrighty, let's see how this thing's doing. Ooh, oh my goodness, that thing is boiling good. Add a little bit more seasoning. Let that cook down just for a little bit longer. Alrighty, well, it's boiling pretty heavy, so we're gonna go ahead, get this off the fire, let it come to a simmer. Oh, yes. Dry skillet, turning it upside down. Spork. Oh, that looks so good. And smells even better. Breakfast of champions. Oh man. Well, the weather's not wanting to be super cooperative right now, so looks like I'm gonna have a quick breakfast. Go ahead and get some food in my system. Put this back on the fire. Hate to eat and run, but I also don't feel like giving you a wet t-shirt contest at the same time. Well, looks like that's gonna have to do. Dang.
Super good though. Worth the wait. Oh yeah. It's raining. Not much I can do about it. I got hot food. It's gonna be really hard to ruin this day. El agua. Well, I call this 3-day adventure a success. Got rained on. Came out here with 0 calories, no food whatsoever, only tea and water. And we managed to still fill our stomachs and keep everything going. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about pushing yourself, having fun, learning, and just keep getting outside, man. Keep having fun. And the pushing and challenging ourselves part. I mean, if you look at my freaking hammock, you're gonna be like, dude, you were sleeping in a condo with no air conditioning. And it kind of was. I mean, to be fair. But that's not the challenging part. I mean, any ding-dong can put any shelter they want. They can build whatever shelter they want to do. They can bring whatever they want. They can buy whatever they want. No big deal. I think the challenging part is day after day, no matter what the weather throws at you, getting your fire started, doing the basics. Fire, water, food. Fire, water, food. If you can do those 3 things in the outdoors, you're doing good. Like, it's kind of awesome. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. I know I said I was going to stay here until sundown. But if it makes you feel any better, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon at least. I know I didn't get a lot done. But the weather's supposed to turn and actually get really, really, really bad. So I'm going to go ahead and roll out for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this 3-day adventure. I got a lot more ones. I have 5, 7, 14, 10, a bunch of times. But also, for you guys who tune in right now, we have our 30-day survival challenge, which is going to be playlisted right up there, so you guys can go check that out. It's where me and Zachary Fowler were out in the woods for 30 days surviving, just like this, but for 30 days instead of me solo for 3.